everyone. I am here with Andrew Feinberg, who is the chef and co-owner of Franny's restaurant in Brooklyn, one of my favorite places to go. And we are doing a special recipe contest this week because as you watch this, Amanda and I are both away because I will have just gotten married, actually, even though we're taping 2 weeks before. So today, what we thought we'd do is Amanda and I each paired up with one of our favorite Brooklyn chefs, and they've come up with corn recipes based around summer corn, and we're going to do Andrew's recipe today, which is something that he makes actually in-house at Franny's. It's a Corn Zeppole. Do you want to explain what that is?
Sure. Zeppole's fried dough, and the filling is roasted corn, pancetta, and hot peppers. All the vegetables are from the green market.
Doesn't get much better than that, as far as I'm concerned.
We're going to start with the yeast. This is fresh cake yeast, and then room temperature water. Just water straight from the tap.
And I've always wondered, it usually says warm water for yeast.
Right.
But it really doesn't need to be like warm, right?
I don't use warm water now, especially because it's so hot out and this is going to sit out for an hour anyway.
No?
Whisk that to dissolve the yeast, like so. And then once you get that dissolved, we're going to put in the rest of the ingredients. Salt, our flour, which is just all-purpose flour.
Okay.
King Arthur, all-purpose, Sir Galahad.
King Arthur. I love their cookbook. Have you ever seen their cookbook?
No.
It's great, actually.
No.
It's a really good baking cookbook.
And then our cornmeal. Super delicious cornmeal from Oak Grove Plantation in Jersey. They
make it in New Jersey?
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
how cool.
They're at the Green Market Union Square.
I have to interrupt for 1 second just to point out that Andrew has all of his ingredients neatly packed into these little plastic containers and labeled. Where are the labels? Oh, the other ones were labeled. Anyway, these are maybe obvious enough, but I'm very impressed. Let's just say that.
Okay, so that's it. So then you would transfer this to, well, you don't have to transfer it if you're at home. You could just cover it with plastic wrap and leave it at room temperature for an hour. And after an hour, you just pop it in the fridge. And it's ready to go. So I have the finished batter here, and then we're going to mix in corn that's taken off the cob, mix in a little olive oil, salt and pepper, and roast the corn a few minutes.
So you roasted it off the cob?
Yes.
Just on like a baking sheet?
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to have to try that.
Yep.
Never done that
You
before.
want everything, the main ingredients to be cooked, because this is just going to get fried. Our hot peppers, it's a mix. These are raw. Hot wax and jalapeno.
The hot wax almost looked like celery. Wow, that's a lot of hot peppers.
Yeah. They're not very spicy though. And our pancetta.
But that doesn't look cooked either.
It's sliced thinly, and then we also lay it out on a tray. And we happen to cook the pancetta and the corn in the brick oven, but at home you could just cut it up and cook it in a saute pan.
Yum.
So we're gonna mix that all around.
And do you have to worry about being like delicate or
Not really,
folding
no.
in or
No. It's pretty forgiving.
Get all your stress out with this.
Yeah.
And you said you originally sort of learned this basic recipe in Napoli, right?
Yep, absolutely. I ate these zeppole in Naples. They were anchovy zeppole, and then came back here and we adapted a recipe that we found in a cookbook from Naples.
Cool. Nothing like getting recipes straight from Italy.
So we're going to drop in tablespoonfuls, or large heaping tablespoonfuls actually. Oil is 375 degrees. Yeah, that looks nice.
And if you're doing this at home, you'd probably want to do it in the deepest pot you have, right? To be
deepest
safe
pot and fill the pot no more than halfway.
Yeah. As someone who has
Even
made
a
the
little
mistake
less
of doing
than
more,
halfway. Yeah.
I recommend you listen to that advice. And how long about do they take to cook?
It's going to be about 4 minutes, I think.
Okay.
We can time one. I went in like maybe 30 seconds,
Yeah.
I'd say.
And when they float up to the top, does that just mean that they're kind of like starting to get cooked?
I've
always wondered about that.
These pretty much the only reason they would float right away. They kind of stick to the bottom of the
I see. So they
baskets
get
a bit.
released.
Right.
Got it.
And then I'm just gonna grab a spoon and just flip them. So when these come out of the oil, they need to sit for 10-15 minutes. When they come out there, the interior is very moist, so we want to let that dry out a little bit. So it's been the full 10 minutes.
We've been waiting impatiently the entire time. I have.
And let's eat them.
Okay. So what did you sprinkle lemon juice on top before you eat them? That's
like,
what I do.
Yeah.
I love how the little pieces get like all caramelized
Nice and dark.
crisp. Yeah. Can you see inside there? It's like incredibly tender.
So when they just come out of the oil,
Oh my God.
in the very center, it's still really wet and moist. That's why we let it sit.
This is amazing. And it's not too spicy. It's
good.
like perfect.
No.
That looked like a lot of pepper.
Just a little bit of heat. The hot wax aren't really hot.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a little bit of heat, but not too much.
And you can hear the crunch, I'm sure. That is just fantastic. Thank you so much for teaching me this recipe.
Absolutely.
And now it's up to you
Yeah.
guys.